disposing of CO2. You can be using CO2 for enhanced oil recovery. You could be injecting for gas lift, whatever. Reservoir support, those are all Class 2 injection wells, and they are very common. There are hundreds of thousands of Class 2 wells in the United States. Class 6 wells, there are 11 total since 2000. Adoption by industry is relatively slow for Class 6, although it's beginning, but for Class 2, very common. So if you can do things with a Class 2 well, you would like to do that instead. And that's the focus of what we are doing for providing support to industry that wants to do this. This is just shows us who we are. These are our partners. We have 14 states, including Hawaii, that are within our region. We also have Los Alamos, Sandia, Berkeley, Livermore, Idaho National, and Pacific Northwest National Labs. So very high level participation in research for this initiative. So if you look at the Western United States, you can see a number of features on this map. First of all, the yellow to red circles, those are CO2 emission sources. Places where CO2 are created at a specific location. Of course, you also may see CO2 driving around on your motorbike or in your car, and those are much more distributed. You also have this pipeline is the Cortez pipeline. It is about this diameter. It's a very big pipeline, and it can move 25 to 30 million tons of CO2 a year, just in that one pipeline. Level data. We have state-based teams to help companies directly in their area, and we're involved in 2 hydrogen projects. These are hydrogen conversion of coal power plants to burning hydrogen, primarily from steam methane reformation, where you convert the methane to hydrogen and CO2, and the CO2 is then usable for storage. And what I'm really going to talk about in this presentation is the 14 midstream companies that we're working, 14 projects in midstream. So we are helping their Class 2 disposal wells for officially stored CO2 to get a Class 6 permit. So the company has to spend an exceptional amount of time just to have permission to do the project. Under the Class 6 regulation, you also have to then have 6% of it was stored in the Permian Basin. The Permian Basin is this little area right here in southeast and west Texas. And you can see the interconnection of these projects and the existing pipelines within the region. The green projects are where you have this acid gas disposal. Okay, so total volumes in the United States, you see that's the orange and the green. We have a large amount of infrastructure that's already in place. These kind of projects done with Lucid Energy by our regional partnership. And then you start to see in 2023 more and more. It is changing the way that they process their gas so that more CO2 can be captured. Up to 10 times more CO2 than they are currently injecting. So in a few years, when I give this presentation, you need to do, the more centralized your location, the less secondary emissions that you make. So that operational cost gives you a logistical advantage of data, because you already have thousands, and we are working on 8 storage wells with them, 5 more storage. Oversizing their storage, and that means that they're going to change the way that they process gas. Those are places where you can have leakage, but also seismic activity. So, in December 2021, you have that understanding.